I need that too. What the hell's going on here? Oh, do I have this the wrong way? Hang on. Why is this? That was weird. Very weird. Must have touched something I shouldn't have. Where is straight screwdriver? All right. I still don't have. There it is. All right. Let's turn this up. Trying to clean my painting materials. They only been here for a week. That's the other problem. We got to get that open. At least nothing disintegrated. I'm gonna put my glasses on and take a look at this. Is that a wear spot? That might be a wear spot. It's not dirty. All right. Yeah. Just gonna do this. Ooh, it's like hot. I'm gonna need a pliers. Get that out.
Where's it at? Oh, lovely.
Ah, shoot. Ow. That hurt. All right. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, it's open. Alright guys, see some people are on here finally. That wasn't good. Do not want to drop the air cap to your spray gun. Alright. Is that everything yet? Let me put the cap back on the cleaner. The gun cleaner. My spray gun cleaner. Still got orange on there. What the heck? That's how many paint jobs ago. That's weird. Alright, we're back together. Yay. Now I just got to get my mixing cup. Why is there all kinds of stuff falling tonight? Jeez. Just got to get my mixing cup cleaned so I can put that away too. The good old mixing cup. Graduations on it. Is that on the outside? No, that's inside. It's just not coming loose. We'll let that soak. Oh, a big chunk of something came loose. That's good. Let that soak a little bit and clean that up better. All right. All right. So who's all here? I guess nobody. All right. Oh, where can I put this? I don't need it trampled. This is expensive paint. I'll put it up here. Next to the compressor oil and all the other crap up here. There. Wonder if I need to put more lacquer thinner in here. There we go. I'll clean that up. So what's up with everybody? Nobody wants to talk tonight. Everybody just wants to check in, see what kind of dumbness I'm doing, and then leave, I guess. Ow. 6 to 5 to 4 to 2. All right, well. Nobody wants to talk, I guess. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Are you talking to them again?
Nobody's here.
Ashton Holmes is?
Yep. Just cleaning up the spray gun. Seeing what else I can put away to kind of organize the workbench here. Still got my mixing cup I got clean.
Come inside.
Yeah, as soon as I'm almost done here, I'll be in. You gotta walk the dog anyway. Ew. What's that? That looks like fiberglass resin. No, it's paper towel. It's all gluey. Alright, is anybody out in here? Last call. If not, I'm going to end it. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's the battery that's screwed up. Oh, I can't do both, I don't think. I don't think I have enough room, no. Oh, I gotta clean all this up. Oh my goodness, great. That was a straight screwdriver the whole time. Terrific. It worked out. This thing's leaking. That's great. All over the place. Great. I can't get it anymore, and it all leaked out. Just great. Just terrific. All right. Well, nobody's here. I'm just going to talk anyway. So, we'll talk about the elephant in the room, why I haven't been up at all this week doing lives and stuff. So, a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. Personal stuff, like mostly with my parents. God darn mosquitoes. So I've been extremely busy with that. Had to realign priorities a little bit this week. So therefore, there were no lives this week. So my mom came home Monday from the hospital. So I'm at the point I'm reevaluating that decision. Just some things, cognitive wise with her. They did do cognitive tests on her. Said, oh, well, she's good to go home. But now I'm wondering if it's really true or if they just did it because I called and wanted her reevaluated. And if that's was a bad decision on my part, even though I did talk to a couple other people about it to get her home. So anyway, so she came home Monday. And since Monday, I've been trying to figure out what's going on, just safety-wise and other things with the house. So I've been working down there, putting up railings for my dad and other stuff going on. Making sure he's okay with what's happening, if he's okay with my mom being there, because there was his whole demeanor changed when she got home from the hospital. So Like, we were having conversations while my mom was in the hospital. Now it's a struggle to put a sentence together now that she's around. So I was trying to figure that out this week. So then, I was talking with people on Tuesday to get a plan together for care and some other things going on with my mom. So, um, so then fast forward to Wednesday evening around 9 p.m. I get a call from my dad, frantic calling my dad, to come down to the house. And supposedly he cut his leg, supposedly. And if I could come down and help him, he was bleeding a little bit. So I go down there. He's in his wheelchair that he just got, and he's in the bathroom, coming out of the bathroom, and there's just blood on the floor. So I helped my mom clean that up. Meanwhile, I just instinctively took my hands and put them around his leg for pressure for his leg to help stop or control the bleeding. So he wanted to be backed up into the kitchen, so I backed him up. So that way we had room to see what's going on and all that. So the whole time he's like, I really don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to go in the ambulance. I don't want to go to the hospital. I said, Dad, I said, if it's just a cut, I don't see why you'd have to. With that, I had to change towels on his leg where I was holding pressure. And this is going to get graphic, but it's the only way I can explain it. When I lifted the towel, there was a chunk of skin, but like that. It fell out, like hanging like a hinge off of his leg. And I could see bone, and I could see fat tissue. And it was at that split second I knew that obviously Dad was not going to be staying home, and that I was in a situation that was above what I could control or fix or remedy at that point. I knew at that point it became a real emergency where I was in over my head if I didn't react quickly. So at that point, I changed towels calmly. I put pressure back on Dad's leg. And that's when I made the call to 911 to have an ambulance come to the house. Explained the situation on the phone, that my dad had cut his leg pretty severe. We were trying to control the bleeding. They asked how deep. Obviously, I said deep enough to see bone. So, okay, we'll be there as soon as we can. And it would seem like eternity. They came the whole time. My dad was, he was upset because he didn't want to cause more issue than I already had with dealing with my mom. He was just trying to go to the bathroom, and somehow he was trying to maneuver around. And somehow he misjudged. I mean, he had the brake on the wheelchair. He did everything right in his mind, which I think he did. I think he really was trying to do the right thing and not cause an issue. However, it just didn't end up that way, because when he went to step out of the chair, he misjudged. There's a piece of plastic that hangs on, and that's where he gashed his leg into. So Paramedics get him in the gurney. They take him into the hospital. My mom kind of knew what was going on, but I think she didn't quite get it, which is another reason for concern about her cognitive. So at that point, once they took him away in the ambulance, I went home, took a shower, got something to eat, and I headed into the hospital. Mind you, now it's 11 o'clock at night, so I'm heading into the hospital uh, by myself. Mom didn't want to go. She's like, I have been enough with the hospital, which I guess she was in there a week, but still could have done something more. But whatever. It is what it is, you know? Good, bad, or indifferent. So, he kept saying, they're gonna discharge you. They're gonna discharge you. I didn't say anything because I didn't think they were. So we're sitting there for a while, and they come through with the X-ray machine. They took X-rays, and it was worse than I thought. He actually broke up the bone, the smaller bone in his leg. His lower leg was, you could see, was fractured, where the skin was gouged out. So I thought for sure he wouldn't be coming home. So I just tried to keep him calm, blah, blah, blah. So the trauma team came in, and they used 9 stitches on his leg. They disinfected everything, obviously, yada, yada, yada. And then they put a patch over it, obviously, for sterile reasons. And then, to my surprise, they discharged him. So, unfortunately, I was so sure they wouldn't discharge him. I brought my truck, which we tried using it one time to take him to and from the hospital. It didn't work so well. So I had to drive home, drop my truck off, grab they have a small Mazda 5. So I had to take that and drive back to the hospital to pick him up. So drove back. It's like 1:30 or so, 2 o'clock in the morning at this point. So we came home, and now we had to get him in the house. So he had his cane, and he thought he could just walk in with his cane. And apparently, from being on his back for 5 hours, his back was as stiff as a board. So he made it, I would say, maybe 5 or 6 steps, and he started to struggle. He just didn't have the strength. So I don't know if it's from what they numbed his leg with, or from the fact that he was laying on his back for 4 hours in the hospital bed. I don't know. At which point he said, don't let me fall over, and I had to grab him. And it's every bit of strength I had to catch him. Luckily, there was a folding chair that was behind us. It was the trick of the 4 steps to get there. So, after some struggle, got him in the chair to sit down. So, at which point I knew I was in trouble, because here it is, it's 2:30 in the morning. Who am I going to get to help me? Nobody. So we had to figure this out. So went ahead. He had his walker in the garage, so I went and got that. So I helped him up, and he was able to get up on the walker and walk. I had to help him because they have a sliding door, so I had to help him over the threshold of the sliding door. And then he was able to get inside the sermon room. So now he was kind of in the house. Now the trick was getting him to go up the 2 steps and then into the dining room where his wheelchair was. So he sat down again. We waited a couple minutes. He was able to make it. I was able to get him into the wheelchair. And then I could wheel him over to his recliner. And he was able to get in there and situate himself there. And I believe he slept in the chair for the night, which I was done. I went ahead and slept in another room at his house overnight. So yeah, so at which point, with all the noise, my mom woke up, so she was fumbling around the house, so I had to make sure she would settle back down, so that we wouldn't be need another situation going on. What's this button do? Oh, that's all it is. Okay. So it was like 2:30 in the morning till I got sleep, or got to sleep. So now it's the whole thing. He has to go to a follow-up appointment tomorrow. There's other things I need to figure out as far as care, nursing, and other things. So, bored you with all that just to say that's why I haven't been doing lives this week, was because of just all that. So, that's kind of what I've been up to. Really have not done a darn thing with any cars or anything this week. There's a lot of things up in the air right now. So I don't know if we're gonna end up doing anything with stuff this weekend or not. I don't know. I have to see how tomorrow's gonna pan out and go from there. So that's all I got. That's what's been going on. Other than just cleaning up my painting supplies and just trying to figure out the next project to do and how to get it done and put a video together and try and entertain and educate people, and all in the meanwhile holding it all together. So yeah, that's what Biggie has been doing. Joy. But it is what it is. What are you gonna do? That's life. So anyway, I'm gonna bounce out of here. So everybody watch out for each other. Take care of each other. We'll see you hopefully next time here on Biggie's. Bye for now.